Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a look at the Nurzviy SolarEpoch 100 watt portable solar panel. Now it is a foldable, portable, monocrystalline silicon cell with 22.6% conversion rate, IP67, water resistant, easy to set up, portable solar panel. So we have a foldable solar panel with a UV resistant ETFE lamination with a waterproof textile fabric laminated in the back. Now the ETFE stands for ethylene tetrafluoroethylene, which is extremely durable and resistant to environmental elements, making it superior to other laminated solar panels. Now the texture sort of reminds me of a surfboard or maybe like a marine fiberglass material with a little bit of resin applied before more resin is applied to make it nice and smooth. Now the bright orange heavy-duty handles have magnets inside that keeps the panels together when it is folded in. It also has riveted holes on each of the corners for tie-down applications, as well as metal fixtures like snaps and screws for the fold-out stand construction. So it is a solid, heavy-duty constructed solar panel that should last for a very long time with good maintenance and care. Now there is a built-in accessory zipper case made out of the same waterproof textile materials used for the back of the solar panel, with a watertight zipper enclosure that holds the MC4 connectors. They also provide you with an extension cable with the MC4 connectors on one end and an Anderson connector, an XT60 connector, and a DC 8mm 7090 barrel connector on the other end. Probably the most common connectors for solar power station charging, which is really nice. Now, I like the XT60 connector since most of my battery charger applications are XT60 connectors. Now, the 8mm barrel connector for some power stations and the Anderson connectors are great also, but the Anderson connector sleeves are fixed, so you cannot rearrange the Anderson connectors to meet all Anderson connector assemblies. Also, when using one of these connectors, the other two connectors are open to whatever, so a protective cover for each would have been really nice. Now the built-in MC4 cable measures in at about 3 feet in length, and the extension cable also measures in at about 3 feet in length as well, for a total of 6 feet of cable length from the solar panel to your hookup site. Now the internal wires for both are 14 AWG in thickness underneath of the black common jacket. So you simply connect the MC4 connectors. They can only go in one way, so you won't make any mistakes. And just like that, the extension cable is connected for you to use to charge up whatever it is that you are charging up. The solar panels are 93.3 inches by 21.3 inches when folded out, and 21.3 inches by 15.7 inches by 2.5 inches thick when it is folded in. All right, so I got it set up right next to my other solar panels. Once you open it up, it stays nicely flat now. Brand new, it still had those creases from shipping, So now it's nice and flat. Got it connected to my multimeter just to see what the open circuit voltage is. And it is showing me that it is 30.4 volts. Okay, so here I have it connected to a buck converter and to a 700 watt max inverter. And the inverter is connected to my box fan here. And it is speed number 1, which draws about 50 watts. So it has no problem. So here's speed number 2. No problem, which draws about 60 watts. And speed number 3 draws about 70 watts. So we're getting more than 70 watts out of this solar panel to run the inverter, the buck converter, and then thus the fan. It's a beautiful day out here. So the sun is right about 1 o'clock, 1:30. Yeah, right about before 2 o'clock or so position. So nice sunny day. Okay guys, the sun has moved to about almost the 2 o'clock position. Still nice blue skies. Still got the panel set up, but this time I got it connected to one of my power stations. And unfortunately, my power station only takes Anderson connectors, and the extension cable with the 3 different types of connectors that it comes with, well, the Anderson connector on this one, I cannot reorganize it. It is fixed. And this power station is not the same setup as that Anderson connector. So I have a little setup over here where it is XT60. So I'm using the XT60 and a connector for the Anderson cables. So here it is. This will be my Goforth's P15 1500 watt 1008 watt hour portable power station, and it is at 90% charge. And it's going to take about 2 hours to fully charge from 90% here on out. And the input wattage is what I wanted to show. And the solar panel is producing 90 watts, 92 watts, which is pretty nice. Well, up to 93 at one point here. Yeah, so it'll charge up this power station in about 2 hours, 10% more. Not bad. Yeah, one thing good about these solar panels, comes with a kickstand, so we can adjust it to where the sun is. The sun is a little bit hidden behind the clouds, so we're trying to get the maximum amount of exposure here. Okay, so we're on the other side of the fence where it's nice and shady, and the sun is still around at the 2 o'clock position, but there's a little bit of clouds. So here's the wires that's coming through. There's the MC4 connectors connected to it, and I have the XT60 connected directly to my M8 Toolkit RC charger, just to see what the incoming voltage is in a closed circuit, and it is 22.1 volts. Okay, we're still on the other side of the fence. This time I got it still hooked up to the M8 Toolkit RC, but now it is connected to my IMAX B6, which is charging up my 4S battery. And right about at the 2-minute mark, it will readjust. So I got it set to 3 amps. So let's see if it goes up to 3 amps. Yes, it does. Look at that, 3 amps. So it's putting out 3.5 amps, 52 watts. Yep, so there's the sun. And we're on the other side. So let's see here. Time elapsed 10 minutes, 332 milliamps infused. It is almost fully charged. Incoming voltage is still 21.6, pumping out 21 watts, 1.4 amps. And it went down from 3 amps to 1.2 amps. It's self-adjusted according to what the solar panel is dishing out. And it is almost done, so it is not pulling that much wattage either. Okay, the sun is still right around the same place, more cloud cover. And time elapsed 18 minutes, almost 19 minutes. 450 milliamps infused, just about 0.6 amps. So it is basically almost about to get done here. Yeah, pulling 0.7 amps and pulling 10 watts. Yep. Not bad. Okay, so I even angled the table facing the sun because it's got its own kickstands. And check out the kickstands. Check out this one. I readjusted it from that button down to this button so it can be folded out even further out. So you can angle it towards the sun a little higher. As you can see, that side's folded out more than this side. This side is still in its original spot right here. You can see that. So all you got to do is just take the button out and position the button onto this one right here and get that right. Snap it into place and you are able to position the solar panels more up towards the sun. Yeah, so if you want something like that, hard solar panels that you're gonna just keep it in one spot, yeah, that's no problem. But if you wanna move the solar panel around to wherever you want, take it wherever you want to go, yeah, go for these foldable solar panels. They provide just as much power as the hard solar panels, maybe even more. And they are very flexible to where you can put it, and they provide tons of shade, so you can put all your charging equipment right behind the solar panel. So there you have it, guys, the Nurzviy SolarEpoch 100 watt portable foldable solar panels. Now, we are having some cloudy days and rainy days here, even in the high desert right now. So more to come with testing out and using the new foldable solar panels. I can't wait until it is put to use out in the field, charging up some drone batteries. So until then, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time.